What's up, guys? This is John from JC Radio here for another episode of October Talk, Season 2, Episode 2. And, it's 2 for 2 in 2020, so we got 2 for 2, 2 for 2 again. And I'm all alone. It's just one of me. There was no one else here. I'm being serious. If you are here to do a podcast with me, clap your hands. Well, that was depressing. But yeah, no, it's just me. Like we mentioned during our season 4, episode 1, things got a little weird from the pandemic and just with personal lives, and just a lot of things have come up for us, in a good way too, by the way. Just to reiterate all that. So this season 4 is going to be a little weird. This October talk is going to be a little weird. The rest of 2020 is going to be a little weird, but hey, what the heck else is new? The good news is, obviously, everybody knows that I love to talk, and I won't shut up. So, I guess, I could do this without interruptions. I mean, that alone is scary enough for this October talk. I can end this right now with the fear that you all have that I will just not stop talking like I am right now. But no, so today I thought I'd talk about my favorite horror movie, which is, well, first of all, it was a tie. I'm a liar. It wasn't a tie. When I first thought what my first favorite horror movie was, I immediately went to The Thing. Now, The Thing is a great horror movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good horror movie. And technically, there's 3 The Thing movies. So the first movie that came out, which is called The Thing, or The Thing from Another World, came out April 27th, 1951. And that took place in black and white. And the premise was kind of like the same thing. There was this alien invading this science center in Antarctica or something like that. And I heard it was pretty creepy. I haven't seen it yet. I would love to see it, but it's unfortunately really hard to find. But the next film that came out was 30 years later. Yeah, which is 1982's The Thing. And then, basically 30 years after that was the 2011 prequel, The Thing. And they all, of course, take place in Antarctica. In remote Antarctica, a group of American research scientists are disturbed at their base camp by a helicopter shooting at a sled dog. When they take in the dog, it brutally attacks both human beings and I can't read, y'all know that, in the camp, and they discover that the beast can assume the shape of a victim. So basically, if you've never seen it, it's starring Kurt Russell and Keith Davis. It's an incredible movie. It's basically that. It's an alien that could take a shape of anybody in probably the most brutal form ever. Throwing this out there, this still isn't my favorite horror movie. It's my favorite one to talk about, though. We'll get to my favorite one here soon. But what I like about it is, you don't know who the Thing is until the Thing reveals itself. So, unfortunately, you're pretty much in the same pickle as the people are that are in it. Now, there are hints, very subtle hints as to who the Thing is. And you can look for those as you're watching it, but it's a flipping horror movie. You're not looking for those as you're watching it. You're just sitting there in a suspense thinking, who the flip is the Thing? Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail just because I really want people to watch it. It's a great movie. It's a mystery movie too. And of course, the mystery is who is the Thing, and the other mystery is how many people are the Things. Because I was watching a video recently. I think it was on Watch Culture, and they mentioned that the Thing, of course, can't take form of more than one person at the time, and it could, of course, separate itself and basically split itself in half to 2 different entities. But it never says or states that the Thing will work with itself, which is weird, because there is a cool moment where this person's head comes off, and all of a sudden his head sprouts legs and turns into this spider head. So obviously that Thing is its own entity, and its body that it just left is still alive, being its own entity. And it's who knows if those two things will work together or not, if they'll fight each other. And it also makes me wonder about its planet, because it's you see its ship in both the sequel and the prequel, or yeah, I guess that's how to put it. The thing came out in 82. The prequel came out in 81 in 2011. So, yeah. The sequel is the prequel to the prequel. There you go. No, the sequel is the prequel to the prequel, which is the sequel. Yes. Anyways, see, I don't need Alex here to get confused. I can do it myself. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about, but it's a really cool movie, and it's really just gets you in so much suspense. And but yeah, it's about these people, and of course the thing is, getting them one by one here, and it's about them surviving. And of course they can't let it get out of Antarctica because it will take over the whole world in a matter of months. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about spaceship. So you see it's spaceship in both movies, and the spaceship is like a classic like flying saucer basically. And I my biggest thing is like, is that its home, or does it have a home planet? And if it has a home planet, is it kind of like in a way like the changelings in like Deep Space Nine, where they're all just like one thing but can't separate themselves? Or are there multiple things? Is it like the Predators or Yautja or whatever, where they're all pretty much the same but there's differences like wolves to dogs? I really don't know, and that's the mystery of this, because there was no background to the thing. And even the director is just like, well, I don't know. Is it? Is it not? And you're just like, dude, you need to tell me right now if it is or isn't. It's a great concept. It's a great mystery movie. It's a great, suspense movie. It's scary as all get out. Like, holy crap. I think I had to watch it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, it was like 3 times. Like the 4th time I finally watched it on my own. And the 5th time was when I just watched it like a normal movie. So I was just like, oh, that's going to happen. But what's cool about the thing is that not only was it like revolutionary when it came to like storyline and mystery horror genre and just everything like that, but it was also like groundbreaking for special effects and makeup. Like there's barely any like computer generated like CGI. I don't know what the I stands for. But like, there's barely any of that. I only think of like one moment where you see CGI, but it's only for like a split second, and then it's like back to like just prosthetics and like, I don't know, I guess clay or whatever. I don't know. It's amazing. They really went beyond the boundaries of special effects in this movie and really just made it what it was. And the acting was incredible. Of course, Kurt Russell does a beautiful job in everything he does. But everybody did a great job, and everybody did great as to, fooling you on whether or not, you think they're the thing or not. And, of course, a lot of stuff goes down, and, people die, things get destroyed, blah, blah, blah. But the ending, oh my gosh, this ending, I like the ending of the sequel prequel better than the prequel sequel. Because the ending of the 1982 one is a mystery. You don't know who the thing is, and you don't know if the thing is dead. And that goes all the way to the end of the movie. Once you get to the end, you don't know who the thing is or if the thing is dead. And it could be everybody, it could be nobody, and you will never know. But the ending of the 2011 movie was better because, if you saw the 82 one, you knew what was what in the 2011 one. But that even made it even more suspenseful because you're just like, wait, the story's not over. And then you watch the 82 thing and you're thinking, is the story over or not? So, check it out though. It's incredible. It was, the story was written by John W. Campbell. The screenplay was Bill Lancaster, and the director was John Carpenter. Again, the release date was June 25th, 1982. It's really incredible. The 2011 one, look it up. It's also really cool. I'm not going to talk too much about that one. I don't know what order to watch it in, because I saw the 2011 one first, and then I saw the 82 one, and of course to me that made sense, because like the 2011 one ends exactly where the 82 one starts. But if you watch the 82 one, you have a lot of questions, and then you watch the 2011 one, you're like, oh my gosh, like everything makes sense, which to me is even scarier. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about The Thing, and let me know what you what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Let me know if you think the Thing is alive in the end or not, and if you think it is, let me know who you think the Thing is, or if you don't think it's alive, please let me know your reasoning behind that. Personally, before I did in-depth research, I'll just give you my opinion. I think the Thing is alive. After doing research, because you do research and there's a lot of explanations as to why it's alive and a lot of explanations as to why it's not alive. So it's really 50-50. It's really up to you. But because I was so stuck on like, oh, it's alive, I did more research on that. But I do think that I don't know how to put this. I think the Thing is alive. I do. And I think I know who the Thing is. And popular judgment agrees with me, but I don't know. Just let me know what you think. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out the movie. The soundtrack is amazing, by the way. It's very scary, very creepy, very 80s horror soundtrack. But yeah, check it out. Again, it's amazing. I love it. Moving on. So, I guess that was my second favorite horror movie. My first favorite horror movie, Alien, which was directed by Ridley Scott, screenplay by Dan Brannon, and the release date was May 25th, 1979. Of course, starring the amazing and incredible Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. Yeah. Anyways, Alien has to be my favorite all-time horror movie, and just the title alone is just that's it. It's just called Alien. It's not called Xenomorph. It's not called Serpent of the Night. It's not called like the creature from space. It's called what it is. It's an alien. Like, that's it. What kind of alien? Why is it just called Alien? What? Like that title alone is just, scary enough. And I heard about Alien when I was a very young child. I saw the second one first. It was the summer between... Don't judge anybody. I saw Aliens, which is the second one. The summer between 3rd and 4th grade was when I saw Aliens. But it was probably a year or two before that when I was told about Alien. Because I was talking to somebody about a scary movie. And I was like, oh, it's the scariest movie I ever saw. And someone said, you ever watch Alien? And I'm like, nope, but that already sounds kind of terrifying. But Alien, I've been hooked in the Alien franchise. I'm a big fan of Alien. I'm a fan of Aliens. I guess Alien 3, like, that had a purpose somewhere in the story, in the expanded universe. Alien 3 mattered, but I guess in the movie franchise it was kind of pointless. And Alien Resurrection was a mistake, in my opinion. So Prometheus was incredible, which is of course the prequel to Alien, and Alien Covenant was incredible. So, and you can fight me on that opinion. So anyways, Alien, I'll read this description for you. In deep space, the crew of the commercial starship Nostromo is awakened from their cryosleep capsules halfway through their journey home to investigate a distress call from an alien vessel. The terror begins when the crew encounters a nest of eggs inside the alien ship. So that's it. And it's not called Alien because of the stress call. It's called Alien because of what they find on the ship. Now, if you haven't seen Alien yet, something's wrong with you. You need to stop listening to me right now. Go buy Alien. And yes, you're going to want to buy it because once you watch it, you're going to be hooked. And then just watch Alien. You can watch Alien, Aliens. You can skip 3 and 4 because those were mistakes. Watch Prometheus. And, of course, Alien Covenant. Aliens vs. Predator is good. The second one was a mistake. The second one is along the lines of Alien 3, where, like, in the expanded universe, it's got purpose. But other than that, yeah. But I just saw this question on Google. Some, questions will show up. It says, why is Alien rated R? So let's read this. Rated R for horror, violence, disturbing images, language, and brief nudity. Some scenes are made to make you jump or to be intense or frightened. Yes. In the scene when Ripley is getting ready for hypersleep, she turns around and the alien is hiding in an air duct. Very sudden. This movie, this flipping freaking Ridley Scott son of a gun movie was like the epitome for jump scares. Like freaking no. like this movie is just if you are scared of jump scares, this movie is literally your worst nightmare. And that's literally what it is. And what made me not so scared of it when I first saw it was just because I seen Aliens so many times, and then I saw Aliens versus Predator, and then I finally saw Aliens, so I wasn't too surprised by some of the surprises of Alien, but I was still scared by some of the jump scares. And if you watch the director's cut, that's cool. I really don't think, again, expanded universe, the director's cut, I think is very important. But, just to get the basic scare out of you, I think it's fine. There is one scene in the movie that still scares me to this day. And the fact that I know that it's coming is what it kind of makes it more scary. And it's just a stupid scene. And it's mainly just how the alien is portrayed, or the xenomorph is portrayed, more than it actually doing anything. So it's not even a jump scare. It's just portrayed in a creepy way. So, and it's towards the end. What's crazy about the movie is that I think it's very realistic on how people will react if they were in the situation. And what's crazy was that when I was told about this movie in the first place, I was like, how many aliens are there? The person I was talking to just looked at me and said, just one. And I said, how many people survive? And they said, just one. And I'm just like, how can one creature or entity take down a whole crew of people? And just, it's incredible to me, because you always see movies of it's like this powerful being or multiple people just mowing down everybody. But this is classic horror movie esque. You got Friday the 13th or Halloween or Freddy Krueger, was just one person on just a killing spree. But the difference is this isn't a person though. This isn't somebody that was traumatized as a child or as an adult who just finally snapped and was like, I'm gonna murder people. This isn't like any of your other classic horror movie killers. This is a living being that right off of the bat of its birth, its main goal is to kill and conquer. There's no other instinct. That's literally it. It's survival. And how do you survive? By killing and conquering. That's what it is. It is so scary. Alien was the movie that movie theaters would just empty out. People would throw up in their seats. People would ushers would just be like, nope, I'm out of here. I've heard some stories of people back in the day watching Alien, and they were just scared to move out of their seats, and they were scared to even get in their car because they wouldn't even want. They didn't know what was in their car. Like, I know people would just like search their car after leaving the movie theater, and just nightmares for days. Oh, and xenomorphs swim, so like you're not really safe. You're not safe in space. You're not safe inside of any building or structure or spaceship. You're not safe in the water. Good news, fire is their weakness. So take that as you will. But no, it was just really cool, and it really does a good job of mixing up science fiction with horror, but in like a good way. Because I'm not gonna lie, the movie starts off as a science fiction movie, and it's like that for like a long period of time. It doesn't turn into a horror movie till like pretty much the end. Which, if you ask me, if you could take like say like the last 20 minutes of a horror movie, and that is the horror part, if it's like an hour long, and freaking like 40 minutes of it is just a normal whatever movie, and like the last 20 minutes is just pure horror, and the reputation that it had of just being like the scariest movie of all time, then yeah, I think they did a really good job doing that. And let's not forget the artwork by H.G. Giger. H.G. Giger did the artwork, the design for the Alien, and his stuff is already kind of like scary and demonic as it is. So take a guy that does this like creepy, demonic looking artwork and turning it into like science fiction. And then Ridley Scott was like, let's take your science fiction, horror, demonic art and make it real. So that's scary as it is. Check out Alien. Alien's great. There was a lot of thought into it, a lot of accuracy, a lot of how people would react, a lot of how the science might be in the future, a lot of how an entity like this would react. It's incredible, and it created its own little cult, its own little storyline. It's in comic books, movies, video games, genres of whatever. It really is a classic. And if you get hooked on it and you like the other movies, including like Aliens vs. Predator, then dude, read the comics, read the books, look at the video games. There's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of fan clubs, so check it out. Alien is a very scary movie. Scares me to this day. The Thing, not so much. The Thing, I think when I watch it now, it's just a good movie, like a good scary movie to watch. And it's more about the art for me, like on how they made things happen than horror. But if I want a good scare, but I want a good sci-fi movie too, then it's like Alien, like hands down Alien. So and it's a classic. Again, Alien came out in 1979. It's a horror / sci-fi movie. It runs for an hour 57 minutes. Its release date was in May 25th, 1979. Director Ridley Scott. Screenplay Dan O'Brien. Whatever. Film series Alien. And it stars Sigourney Weaver as the legendary Ellen Ripley. So check it out. Oh yeah, and Sigourney Weaver's perfect in all of these movies. Just throwing that out there. She does a great job. So yeah, check these movies out. Let me know what you think about Alien and the expanded universe. What's your favorite moment in Alien? What's your favorite moment in the Alien franchise, including Aliens vs. Predator 1 and 2? What do you think about the other Alien movies? I really don't like 3 and 4. I'll watch 4 just literally for hits and giggles. I'll watch 3 because I don't know. So, but I watch 2. I watch Aliens all the time, though. Vasquez is my favorite character. Who's your favorite character in the franchise? Vasquez, Sigourney Weaver, and probably Hicks are my favorite character in the whole franchise. So, yep. So there you go. My top 2 favorite horror movies. Non-stop talking from John. Bet you had a great time doing that. But yeah, if there's nothing else for Alex, no, or Cody, no, because they're not here. This is October Talk with JC Radio, and I am signing out. Peace.